All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Clay Kirchenbauer, Kirk Marble on the front row. Richie Joplin, Jeremy Root on the second. Cody Kennedy and Austin Hakes have the third. Aaron Brill, Jeffrey Goodpaster on the fourth. Patrick Pieper, Colby Whipple round out your top 10. Brandon Newby starts in 11th with Jacob Morgan in 12th. Ryan McDaniel starts in 13th with Harold Rothery in 14th. Dustin Slover in 15th. Jeremy Edwards starts in 16th. Tyler Ott starting in 17th. Blakey Poo, Snickerdoodle Boo Boo starts in 18th. Brian Hewitt in 19th. DJ the Iceman Kenner starts in 20th. And Mike Brown rounds out the 21 car field here at the Rock. All right, Jason says Vicky Ballancourt is calling it for Clay Kirchenbauer, as is David Tina cheering on Ryan, who is starting in 13th once again. Will it be his lucky number? And Robert Winger boldly predicting this one will go to Jeremy Root. Waiting on those last couple cars to get to the grid. Jeffrey Goodpaster is back after a long absence. Had a rough night last night, and Excal still managed to come home with a podium. Or not with a podium, sorry. Still managed to finish the night out. Survived it till the end, came home in 17th. We'll see how he does tonight, if he is the least bit rusty out here. This is a Clay Kirchenbauer kind of race coming into tonight. This is one of those tracks that tire conservation is huge. That is where Clay tends to shine. And Mark Dantuma predicts Iceman from the back to win it. Pace car is in. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. They are down and away at the Rock. Also, just noting once again, Richie Joplin has a really good looking car with that logo on the hood. Clay quickly shoots out to the lead. Kirk into second. Jeremy Root now in third. Austin Hakes into fourth. Richie drifts back into fifth. Ryan McDaniel had a problem on lap 1 coming out of turn 4. Let's see what happened. Ryan drifts it through 3 and 4 but holds on to her. Gets her back up to speed and keeps going. Great save by Ryan. It is worth noting that so far in every race this season, Ryan McDaniel has had a car completely sideways and somehow managed to save it. Oh, Pete saying that tonight is Colby's night. Kevin Gerard saying that this one goes to Cody Kennedy. Cody Kennedy does seem to have the biggest fan club here tonight as he currently running in 7th. Jeremy Root just set the fastest lap so far, but as we mentioned, this is about the lap that everybody will have grip from about laps 5 to 7 or 8, depending on how hard they're driving, are the best laps on those tires. After that, the car will go away, and it'll go away quickly. They will be holding on for dear life. Jacob Morgan already up 3 spots into 9th. Jeremy Edwards already up 6 spots into 10th. Jeremy, another one to watch. He is exceedingly good at conserving tire wear here. Ryan McDaniel, after the early problem, has gotten back up into 15th. Meanwhile, the Iceman already up 4 spots into 16th. Robert Winger, obviously a huge Jeremy Root fan. Patrick Pieper has moved up into 8th. Everybody's starting to settle in. Mike Brown also started at the back up 4 spots into 17th. And it looks like Rothery may have had problems already. It does look like that car is already missing the back. See if we can take a look at Rothery early in the race, see if we can find out what happened. There's Rothery on the high side. He got loose too, holds on to it. Oh, Rothery gets super loose through 1 and 2. There was a stack up. Everybody kept going, but yeah, that car lost its back end. Clay Kirchenbauer still has the lead as he's already into lap traffic. Brian Hewitt staying low. Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Boo Boo has also lost several laps already. Looking to see if he potentially... No, he had a connection problem. Clay way up by the wall through 1 and 2. Jeremy Root now into 2nd. Kirk Marble in 3rd. Worth noting that Kirk was also cheering on Cody Kennedy coming into this one. Whoa, it gets close as Cody Kennedy, Jeffrey Goodpaster, and Richie Joplin battling out. That is 5th, 6th, and 7th. Richie Joplin pulls ahead into 5th. Cody Kennedy clears into 6th. Goodpaster now back into 7th. Jeremy Root trying to close the gap on the leader. Also, Austin Hakes now up 2 spots into 4th and moving forward. This race is definitely all about conserving the tires. The drivers do know their fuel window 65 to 70 laps here. However, they are going to want tires long before that. Most of the drivers would love new tires right about now. After just 18 laps, they are now almost half a second slower than their fastest laps. Clay Kirchenbauer definitely running up by the wall. You know he loves dirt track and hanging it out and being right up there by the wall. He is driving a completely different line through 1 and 2 than the vast majority of this field. Patrick Pieper has now moved into 7th, Jacob Morgan in 8th, and Jeremy Edwards in 9th. Pieper 1.1 seconds back from Cody Kennedy at the moment. Jeffrey Goodpaster is fading quickly. Looks like his time away has had an impact. However, I did hear before the race he will be back in the car in XCal competition in 2 weeks. Plus, he'll be back here in every week in the Nowski Nation, so I suspect we'll see him back in victory lane before long. Meanwhile, Clay Kirchenbauer has pulled out a bit of a lead, about 0.7 of a second at the moment. Kirk Marble in 3rd, Hakes in 4th, closing in. Richie Joplin in 5th, also closing in. Cody staying right with him. Patrick Pieper in 7th, Jacob Morgan in 8th. Colby Whipple back in 9th, and Jeffrey Goodpaster trying to hold on to the top 10. But Aaron Brill gets a big run out of turn 2. Looks like Goodpaster may have kissed the wall. Newbie gets by. Mark Dantuma had that bold prediction that the Iceman would start from the back and pull off the win. DJ already up 6 spots into 14. Tyler Ott, Dustin Slover battling it out. Slover now into 15th. Both of these drivers involved in that early incident with Rothery. Not seeing much damage to either car, but they did lose a ton of track position and time. Tyler Ott now to 16th. Mike Brown in 17th. Ryan McDaniel currently sits in 18th. Rothery in 19th. Brian Hewitt in 20th. Defending champ Blakey Pooh Snickerdoodle Boo Boo appears to be out. We know Blakey had connection issues earlier. Could the defending champ be out of the race for the night? And it appears he is. Jeremy Edwards continues to make his way up through the field, now in 8th, trying to reel in Patrick Pieper in 7th. Lap times really starting to fall as they're about 30 laps into this. Tire wear becoming an issue in a big way. Clay Kirchenbauer's fastest lap, a 23.98. We'll see what his lap time is this time by. 24.84. He has lost almost a full second. And we know with the number of tire sets they have here tonight, they can pit about every 35-ish laps. They have 6 total tire sets. How many? Whoa! Clay gets the wall through 1 and 2. How many drivers will we see on pit road in the next 10 laps? With the length of this race, a short pit strategy could definitely pay off. Some of these drivers, however, will try and stretch that tire through the full 65 to 70 laps of fuel. Ryan McDaniel now going a lap down in 19th. Harold Rothery, who currently sitting in 18th, is close to it as well. 33 laps in, already seeing cars losing the lead lap. Oh! Clay gets the wall again. Fortunately, the safer barriers here are not they do not contain glue. Let's put it that way. Some of these tracks, safer barriers, if you touch them, you get stuck. Fortunately, that is not the case here tonight. Kirk Marble, however, is now to second place and closing in on Clay. Jeremy Root still holds on to third. Richie Jomplin now into fourth. Austin Hakes has dropped back into fifth. Close call there with Ryan McDaniel. Cody Kennedy in sixth. Jeremy Edwards now up to seventh. Jacob Morgan is coming by Patrick Pieper to take eighth. Patrick Pieper now to ninth, and look who is in 10th. It's Colby Whipple, but Aaron Brill's coming back around. Brill started in 7th, but lost a lot of ground in the early going. It seems he has got the long run set tonight, as he is starting to march back toward the front. Brill just picked up 2 spots in 1 lap. Tyler Ott is on pit road. They are within the window for a tire stop. Kirk Marble in second, was gaining on Clay Kirchenbauer, but has now dropped 1.5 seconds back. Jeremy Root still sits on his bumper in third. Tyler Ott on his way back out. Mike Brown is now up into 16th. Up 5 spots from where he started. Jeffrey Goodpaster, a rough start to this one. Started in 8th, has now dropped back to 15th. Pieper is on pit road. Looked like Patrick may have used up the tires a little too much when he started moving forward in the first part of this race. Tyler Ott is back on pit road. Did he get a penalty? Tyler likely coming back in for a speeding penalty on pit road exit. Hits his pit stall, and it looks like it is a hold. No tires going on. Pieper is also back off pit road now. There's Pieper as Clay Kirchenbauer, the leader, goes by, but Pieper on those 4 fresh Goodyears. And watch this. you'll see here live the difference between the fresh tires and the old tires. Peeper on the bottom, fresh tires, just shoots it past Clay Kirchenbauer. Brian Hewitt is now in. Peeper, meanwhile, just sending it all the way around the track, already starting to make up ground here. Meanwhile, Clay Kirchenbauer continuing to put drivers a lap down, has just gone by Harold Rothery, now sets his sights on Mike Brown. However, the lap traffic is giving Kirk Marble and Jeremy Root an opportunity to close back in. And they are about to be in heavy lap traffic. Oh! Jeffrey Goodpaster gets into the wall right in front of the leaders. Goodpaster goes to the bottom. Clay goes on by. Kirk Marble in second. They split to let Jeremy Root through. Richie Joplin, also able to utilize this lap traffic, is gaining ground. Colby Whipple has given up 10th. He is coming in. Goodpaster is also on pit road. Harold Rothery is in as well. Rothery did get that back end fixed up a little bit. Does not look like Rothery used that fast repair here yet. Hey, good evening, John Barry. How are you, buddy? Now the question becomes at top 5, how far do they stretch those tires? Patrick Peeper, who was the first one in for fresh tires, now up into 14th place. And very quickly catching up to cars ahead of him. Peeper on fresh tires last time by ran a 24.26. The leader, Clay Kirchenbauer, running a 25.5. John cheering on Richie Joplin, who's sitting in fourth. Doing good, bud. Richie sits in fourth, was gaining ground on the top 3 there for a bit, but has started to lose some now as Jeremy Edwards gives up 7th. He is coming in. Ryan McDaniel, Brian Hewitt have also been to pit road. On the right side of Clay's car, we've seen him kiss the wall a couple of times tonight. He is definitely hanging it all out. Looks like he might have a few scratches as the lap car of Colby Whipple on fresh tires goes shooting by. Riding inside the car of Colby Whipple as he comes around the track. 4 fresh tires. You're about to see just how big that difference is. DJ Kenner is on pit road. Austin Hakes is in. Dustin Slover now on pit road. Clay Kirchenbauer and Kirk Marble coming in. You see that car just ahead of Whipple as he runs them down. 4 fresh tires making all the difference in the world here tonight. Jeremy Root is now on pit road. Richie Joplin stayed out. He will take the lead. Aaron Brill also currently on pit road. Clay on his way back out. Brandon Newby and Mike Brown now on pit road. A lot of different pit strategies playing out here. Richie Joplin, Cody Kennedy, and Jacob Morgan, the only three drivers who have not been to pit road yet. Richie Joplin finally gives up the lead. He is in. Jacob Morgan and Cody Kennedy stay out. Cody has the lead. Cody Kennedy now drops in. Jacob Morgan appears to be staying out for the moment. And it appears we're having some technical difficulties, trying to resolve them as quickly as is possible. As Jacob Morgan is now on pit road. Kirk Marble now in the lead. Pieper in second. Jeremy Root in third. Root now taking second place. And we are back. Our apologies. No idea what has happened here. Kirk Marble, though, after pit stops, has the lead. Jeremy Root now into second. Clay Kirchenbauer has third. Clay Kirchenbauer sits back in third. Jeremy Edwards in fourth. Patrick Pieper in fifth. But Kirk Marble at the moment has the lead just ahead of Jeremy Root. And it does look like something has gone horribly wrong with Facebook Gaming. Not 100% sure what. Or Facebook Live, I should say. Jeremy Root currently sits in second, Clay in third. Jeremy Edwards has now moved his way up into fourth. And our first caution of the night, Brian Hewitt is involved lap 70. Oh, Hewitt just bounces off the wall, gets a little bit loose, gets into Brandon Newby, slides all the way to turn 3, but manages to get the car rolling again. And all the drivers are back on pit road. And while they are on pit road, we're going to try and fix Facebook one more time. We'll be right back. Make sure you come back in just a moment. DJ Kenner comes off of pit road with the lead. Actually, it appears that DJ did not go to pit road. All right, DJ is back on pit road. And after our first caution of the night, Kirk Marble now in the lead. Clay Kirchenbauer in second. Hey, good evening, Jared. Jeremy Edwards now to third. Jeremy Root in fourth. Patrick Pieper in fifth. Our apologies, folks. Looked like Facebook Gaming or Facebook Live, something had a big issue a moment ago. Jared Heasley cheering on Richie Joplin. Looks like everything is back up and running, folks. Again, our apologies. Under our first caution of the night for an incident with Brian Hewitt. The Iceman finally made it to pit road, comes out in 12th as we get ready for the green. Green flag is in the air, they fire and are away. Robert Winger still calling it for Jeremy Root. Meanwhile, Marble gets clear into turn 2. Hey, thank you, Martin. Have a great night, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow night. And again, folks, our apologies. Looks like Facebook just had some sort of Uber glitch and kind of broke everything. Patrick Pieper has now made his way up into 5th place. That caution definitely benefited a few of these drivers. Richie Joplin is now back into 8th. Jeremy Edwards, though, the biggest mover, up 13 spots, now into 3rd. Jeffrey Goodpaster, though, does seem to continue to struggle. He is driving a Ford, which is not helping the matter. Clay Kirchenbauer has now reclaimed 2nd place, is reeling in Kirk Marble at the moment. Jeremy Root sits at 4th, Patrick Pieper in 5th. Colby Whipple is actually attacking now. Whipple now up into 7th. Richie Joplin holds 8th, Newby in 9th, Jacob Morgan currently in 10th. Richie, though, attacking once again. Look to the outside of Whipple through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, the Iceman coming, DJ currently in 13th, moving forward. Mike Brown also starting to move forward. He is up to 14th. Ryan McDaniel has picked up a couple of spots now and oh, holy cow! Hold on to her, Ryan. Another great save by Ryan McDaniel. Kirk Marble running that bottom line in the lead. Meanwhile, Clay Kirchenbauer runs up top. Jeremy Edwards runs the top through 1 and 2, the bottom through 3 and 4. Multiple grooves and strategies going on here tonight. Austin Hakes also is trying to fight his way forward once again. Meanwhile, Richie Joplin, Colby Whipple, and Brandon Newby battling it out. Colby up top, Richie on the bottom, Newby lurking just behind. Richie clears out of 2. Newby got a big run out of turn 2, almost to Whipple's bumper. Jacob Morgan back in 10th as they battle. He is 1 second back in closing. Aaron Brill currently sits in 11th. Cody Kennedy now running in 12th. DJ Kenner sitting in 13th. Mike Brown in 14th. Jeffrey Goodpaster in 15th. Harold Rothery has gotten some of that early race damage repaired. Currently sitting in 16th. Dustin Slover back in 17th. Harold Rothery is on pit road, lap 86. This is not scheduled. Brandon Newby starting to slip back as, oh, that was close. Jacob Morgan comes by out of turn 2. That got a little bit close. Now Newby under attack from Aaron Brill. Cody Kennedy lost a lot of ground during that cycle of pit stops. Kennedy now back in 12th, trying to fight his way forward. As Tyler Ott is trying to fight his way forward back to the lead lap. Ott in that 8 car got caught up in trouble early on in the race. Hasn't been able to recover yet. Jeremy Edwards has caught back up to Clay Kirchenbauer and Kirk Marble. Jeremy Root about 7/10 of a second back, just lurking. Clay Kirchenbauer is definitely running a very different line through 1 and 2. Tina, it was something with Facebook Live that broke. That's why you lost it. And to answer your other question, Ryan has for some reason changed his name for tonight. I'm not 100% sure what it means, but he currently sits in 17th place. That's why I'm not repeating the name, because I'm not 100% sure what it means. But there he is in 17th place, the 66 car. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer have put some space between them and Jeremy Edwards. Root starting to move forward has caught Jeremy. Yeah, you're very welcome, Tina. And Jeremy Root now to third, sits 1.9 seconds out of the lead. Can he reel them in? Kirk Marble puts a couple tenths of a second between him and Clay, but out of turn 2, Clay, that weird line, he is running through 1 and 2. Seems to be working as he gets quite a run out of turn 2. Jacob Morgan in 9th place, trying to reel in 8th place Colby Whipple. Richie Joplin has drifted back into 7th. Oh, and DJ Kenner is now to 13th. Mike Brown to 14th. Colby Whipple started in 10th, has now moved up to 8th, has had several close calls, but continues to march his way forward. That C12 Design Shop car has been doing rather well in recent weeks. It's put him into the top 10, and he said prior to this race that these kind of tracks really pay off for him. As he closes in on the battle ahead, Heeper and Joplin battling for 6th and 7th. Austin Hakes just ahead of him in 5th, so 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th now nose to tail. Jacob Morgan back in 9th, about 2 seconds back. Looking forward to these four battling it out. That will allow Morgan to close up. And Jeremy Edwards is the first one in. This is a bit early. Jeffrey Goodpaster also in at the halfway point. Most of these drivers stopped on lap 70 under the caution. I am surprised to see those two drivers on pit road this early, especially Jeremy Edwards giving up a top 5 position. He has already completed his stop and on his way back out, but currently scored in 14th. And Jeremy Root is closing in on the top 2. He is now just 1.5 seconds out of the lead. Ryan, it appears that Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Boo Boo had an issue with his connection, and Jeremy Edwards has had a problem. On fresh tires, out of turn 4, we saw it a lot in practice. He just gets that drift on. Wow, what a save. Edwards gets it rolling again, back out on track. We'll keep a close eye on Jeremy Edwards now. We saw that different strategy playing out here tonight. He stopped at the halfway point. It was a kind of off-cycle pit. Ryan, yeah. And I think Ryan, I think Blake actually jinxed us when he did, because then we had issues with Facebook Live. So, I don't know, we can blame Blake, right? Aaron Brill has fought his way back into the top 10, but the Iceman is coming with him. DJ Kenner now up to 11th, and Mike Brown in 12th. Oh, and it looked like Clay may have gotten the wall harder than usual in 1 and 2. But he is caught back up to the leader as they come through lap traffic. And wow, Kirk was drifting that car out of 4. We know the tire wear here is dramatic. Let's ride along. Watch that little orange line at the top of the wheel. He is turning it full on to the right as he comes off the turn. This car is just starting to go away. They have been out there for about 40 laps on this set of tires. So likely we are about to see a big round of pit stops in a moment. Good call, Ryan. We're going to go with that, and if anybody asks, we'll tell them you said so. Clay Kirchenbauer is on pit road. Jeremy Root now to second. Austin Hakes in third. Richie Joplin to fourth. Colby Whipple now up into fifth. Patrick Pieper starting to come back in sixth. Jacob Morgan in seventh. Cody Kennedy also starting to come forward again. He is currently running in eighth. Aaron Brill in ninth and DJ Kenner in 10th. As our second round of pit stops is underway. And it looks like Kirk Marble got the wall a little bit. He is in the wall in 3 and 4 too. Jeremy Root has caught the leader. Caution is out. Ryan McDaniel involved. Caution back out. Lap 114. Let's see if we can see what the heck happened to Ryan. Ryan comes out of turn 4. Oh, holy cow! Oh, Patrick Pieper catches a piece. Holy crap! Watch this from a different angle. Ryan just gets loose out of 4, hits the barriers. Whipple knocks him into the air. Patrick Pieper hits him hard. Cody Kennedy clips him. Everybody else managed to avoid him. I'm gonna go with maybe. I will have to check with him, John. Tina, ouch indeed. Holy cow, what a hit for Ryan McDaniel. Richie Joplin has not been to pit road yet. Jeremy Root now on his way out. Root has the lead. Austin Hakes in second. Kirk Marble now in third. Whipple in fourth. Richie scored in fifth. Oh, Richie did manage to get to pit road. Looks like Richie was possibly on pit road when the caution came out. He might have been the luckiest one out there. Ryan McDaniel's car does sit on pit road. Look at how messed up that thing is. See if we can get a quick word. Make sure Ryan is okay. Hey, Ryan, it's Doug. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Doug.
Well, you're speaking, so we know you at least survived that.
Yeah, I'm a little nauseous.
I think anybody would be after that one. Have you used your fast repair? Will we see you back out tonight?
Oh, no, I'm done. I got 56 minutes of required.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'm going to hop up and do some race control.
Well,
Hopefully it goes green. I just feel bad for these guys.
well,
And it's a tough break.
it was one heck of a wreck there. Glad you're okay. And, man, hopefully we'll see you back up fighting for the lead next week.
Oh, yeah. We're going to give her hell.
All right, buddy.
All right, Doug. Thanks.
Well, Ryan is definitely disheartened after that wreck. He had already used his fast repair. He is done for the night. He is, however, kind enough to go up and get into race control to help out. So huge shout out to Ryan for that. Everybody is stacking back up. Woot for root. I like that. I have to remember that one, Robert. Everybody stacked back up for the restart. Taking a look at this one from overhead as they go off. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. Just over 80 laps to go at the Rock. Through 1 and 2, and wow, it gets dicey out there. You see just how crazy it gets out here when you're looking at it from above as it gets 3 wide mid-pack. DJ Kenner now up into 8th. Richie Joplin in 9th. Both drivers battling. Aaron Brill has made his way to 7th. Cody Kennedy is now back up into 6th. Jacob, whoa, holy cow, Cody is loose. No caution yet. Cody Kennedy. Wow. All right, let's see what happened to Cody. There's Cody coming through 3 and 4. Whipple up on the high side. He just barely touches the apron. It sends him flying to the outside wall. And a lot of drivers had a very, very close call. He gets it rolling again, but lost all that track position. That was definitely a brown pants moment for a lot of those drivers that were right behind him. Cody Kennedy has gone to pit road. Jeremy Root has the lead. Now Austin Hakes into 2nd. Jacob Morgan in 3rd. Kirk Marble in 4th. Colby Whipple now up into 5th. Aaron Brill sits in 6th. Clay Kirchenbauer way back in 7th, battling with the Iceman. DJ Kenner in 8th. Jeremy Edwards in 9th, and look at this. Mike Brown has made his way into the top 10 in 10th. I believe that's good. Yeah, that is good, Pastor. On the high side, just kissed the wall through 3 and 4. Richie Joplin, meanwhile, has slipped back into 11th, and Dustin Slover in 12th. Still 12 cars on the lead lap at the moment. With Kennedy on pit road, Ryan McDaniel has gone to race control.
No, sir. I'm right here with you.
Well, folks, here comes trouble. Cody had one heck of a hit a minute ago, or not really a hit, but lost the car. He's gone to pit road. Have you heard if Cody's going to be coming back out?
I have not heard anything yet.
It's definitely been a wild race for Rockingham.
It has. I'm curious to see if Clay can make that outside work and come back. He got a tough break with my caution. He had just pit, so. Yeah,
that was him and Richie both got a little bit. The caution really bit him, but man, Clay has been making. He has got the weirdest line through 1 and 2 I have ever seen.
Yeah.
It was working really well in the first half of this race, but it seems like as time goes on, it just does not seem to have the same grip and speed as we saw back when he was out front leading.
Let's see, I think the rubber laying down on the tracks changed it quite a bit. And he's been leaning on the right rear.
He's a dirt guy. He always leans on that right rear. Jeremy Root now out to a 1.8 second lead. If this thing stays green, I think he's got this licked.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to catch him unless Clay can get it rolling again. I think Clay may be the only one that has something for him.
And Jacob Morgan just coming by by Austin Hakes. Morgan now to second. Used to seeing Jacob up here battling, but man, to see him really in a track like this, he just generally struggles at these tracks, but tonight he's putting it on him.
Oh yeah, and I'm glad to see him back in League 2. It is nice to see him back. We missed him.
Well, it is great to see Jacob back. Now Austin Hake to third, Kirk Marble in fourth, Whipple now in fifth. Whipple's been making his way forward all night. Colby did say this is his kind of track. He always finishes well here.
Yeah, he finishes solid just about anywhere he goes. He's an all-around good driver. So it's not a surprise to see him up there. See if he can make that high side work. I see him playing with it here and there.
He definitely has been. And Jeremy Root continues to check out, but Austin Hakes sits in third. Kirk Marble in fourth has been looking fast despite the fact that he's in a Ford. And
oh, God.
Somehow that thing is still running.
It's a miracle.
Root's lead currently sits at 1.8. It looks like Jacob Morgan is closing in. And looking back at Clay Kirchheimer, he has caught the back bumper of Aaron Brittle, and Aaron has really charged through this field tonight as well.
Yeah, it's surprisingly been a great race, honestly. Like 70 laps, one caution, and then I screwed it up, but especially at the hard track. Yeah. It's just I made some adjustments prior to practice, and I didn't take account for like the track. So the car was garbage. There's nothing I could do about it, and I feel bad. Because Brian is running the same setup I was running, so we were done. We were done from the gate.
Well, it obviously hurt you, but man, the wreck was very, very dramatic. A lot of people were actually concerned, and you said you got a little bit nauseous. That was that was one heck of a flight, and you just took forever to land.
Yeah, it seems like it. Honestly, I haven't seen it out of car yet, so it's definitely
I don't know that you want to be honest. That was definitely a rough one.
It's probably one of the worst ones I've had, 'cause it's been a long time since I had a wreck actually physically make me nauseous.
Holy cow, Jeremy Edwards just got the wall coming out of turn 2. Mike Brown shoots down to the inside and is starting to make up some ground here. Hey, good evening, Colton. Thank you for the follow. Hey, Tessa, how are you? Jeremy Root, Jacob Morgan was reeling Root in, but now Kirk Marble on the high side for second place.
Kirchenbauer taking over Bro spot on the high side, closing in on Kobe right now.
Cody Kennedy just dropped in the comments that sucked. His night might be over as Clay comes by. And Clay is, he has just kicked it up a notch. We know on this long run stuff, that's where Clay excels. And here he comes up to Colby's bumper.
Yeah, we definitely probably keep an eye on him because I think he's got what it takes. If he's got enough time, who knows? But he's definitely kicked it up a notch.
Well, and it appears that, according to our calculations, all the drivers are now within their pit stop window. Dustin Slover just completed his pit stop.
No, Clay's in the wall.
Does get the wall, does get moving again, though. Did not lose much momentum. We have seen Clay kiss the wall a bunch tonight and somehow keep it going. Meanwhile, Dustin Slover back out on 4 fresh tires. Just came by Harold Rothery, now up into 13th and is running Goodpaster down. Obviously, as we talked about earlier in the night, Goodpaster a little rusty out here tonight, but we do expect to see him back up battling for positions before too many more races.
Oh yeah, I was surprised. I seen the 33. I was like, who in the world is in the 33? And I checked out. Didn't expect that one. It's good to see him back.
It was. He was actually in the XCal race last night. Had a couple of very, very close calls. Managed to hold on to it and come home in 17th for his first XCal race. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Kirk Marble now in second, trying to close the gap in on Jeremy Root. Now 2.1 seconds behind.
Ooh.
Clay is in the wall again. This time he does lose a little momentum. Jeremy Edwards is on pit road. And holy cow, Austin Hakes. Man, these cars just look so loose. Coming through the turns, you can see as they hit the bumps, the back end sliding around, especially on these old tires as Hakes looks to the high side on Morgan.
Yeah, I think Kobe's going to follow him around. See if they can clear him. I don't think Morgan's going to give up that easy, though.
No, Jacob never gives up easily, and Colby is in the right position. This also helps Clay as they battle. Clay is right back up there, but he's back in the wall. He is definitely getting more of the wall than we have seen all night.
Kobe and Morgan touch.
Colby managed to get by Whipple now to 4th. Morgan in 5th, but here comes Clay. Clay's going to the bottom this time. He's trying to shoot to the high side on Jacob. Jacob shut the door. That got spicy. And Clay had to gather it up out of 2. Jeremy Root starting to pull away again. 2.2 seconds over Kirk. Austin Hakes still lurking in 3rd. Whipple now up into 4th and Morgan in 5th. Clay Kirchenmeyer having to close that gap back up, but Aaron Brill is caught up to Clay. That is a big surprise. Does Aaron have something left for him out here? Aaron definitely has been fast all night tonight, and now the Iceman into 8th place, stuck behind some lap traffic, but even still, he's 2.5 seconds behind Aaron, and he is closing the gap.
Aaron's got a good run coming in the corner.
Oh, and here comes Clay. Clay is on pit road. Aaron Brill now to 6th. 50 laps to go. This is where we saw at 50 laps. This is where we saw the vast majority of pit stops. We know everybody can go the distance from here, and this appears to be about the best window for fuel and speed balance here tonight. Aaron Brill now coming into pit road. Richie Joplin now to 7th.
Oh, Richie in the wall. Just a little bit gathers it.
Richie has definitely had an interesting night. I believe that was him that passed under you as you were flying through the air. I thought it was Colby at first, but looking back, I do believe that was Richie that unfortunately found you mid-flight.
Yeah, I believe it was Richie. I know Richie got caught up. I didn't see it physically, but I heard it.
All right, Robert Winger is asking, what's the deal with the name change tonight, Ryan?
I don't know, something different.
Okay. Looking through, the top 8 drivers have not been to pit road. Neither is 9th place. So the top 9 have not been in. Clay Kirchenbauer, the highest running car, who has completed his final pit stop, but he has Jeremy Edwards right on the back bumper. However, Clay has 6 lap fresher tires than Edwards, so that is going to make a huge difference. This is one of those tracks where even 2 lap fresher tires will make a difference at the end of a run.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I guess, Robert, people, all my friends call me Hood Billy. I live in the hood, but you get a redneck in the ghetto. It's what you get.
Austin Hakes now in 3rd, trying to close that gap. Jacob Morgan in 4th. Whipple holds on to 5th. DJ Kenner now up to 6th, and he is closing the gap on Whipple. He's 4 points in, now 5 seconds back. Here comes the Iceman to pit road. Richie's coming with him. Clay Kirchenbauer has now moved up into 9th place. But that top 6, when they pit, will have fresher tires. It's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything plays out here. And we've seen mistakes on pit road already tonight.
Yeah, Slover coming low on Whipple. See if we can make that stick.
Slover on fresh tires as Jeremy Root is in. Austin Hakes is in. How much longer now can Kirk Marble, Jacob Morgan, Colby Whipple, and Mike Brown stay out before they lose a bunch of time?
So I wouldn't imagine they're going to stay out too long.
Patrick, oh, here comes Kirk. That was a gutsy move to pit road.
Ooh, Morgan's on his way into pit road right now, too.
As is, oh no, Colby Whipple stays out. Jacob Morgan also in. Patrick Pieper, obviously a rough night tonight. And it appears Pieper is also out of the race, as well as Cody Kennedy.
I feel bad for him as well. He was another one that was victim to my flight.
Colby Whipple now hits pit road. This should complete the cycle of pit stops. Clay Kirchenbauer at the moment ahead of Root, but Root has much fresher tires. And it looks like Kirchenbauer will reclaim the lead next time by, with Root in second, Edwards in third, Marble in fourth, and Austin Hakes in fifth. But now the question is, Clay's got the older tires. Can he hold them off? Talking about a difference of 10 lap fresher tires. I don't see anybody holding, I don't see 10 lap fresher tires being held back for very, very long.
Yeah, I don't know. I think with Kirchenbauer running the high line and then lap traffic coming into play, he might have a chance, but I don't think he's going to hold off the speed of Root. Root's fast. He's always fast, always brings his A game, so.
Hey, Becky, thank you so much, ma'am. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Root sending it to the bottom in 1 and 2. He's got a big run on Clay. Clay has the advantage out of turn 2, but Root is even with the door. Into turn 3, and Jeremy Root finally clears. Clay now in second. Jeremy Edwards in third is about 2 seconds back, and Edwards is on older tires than both of the drivers ahead of him.
And that's a heck of a recovery for Edwards, especially since spinning off of coming out of pit road.
Yeah. Austin Hakes, Kirk Marble not far behind though on fresher tires, as is Jacob Morgan in 7th place. Colby Whipple. Jacob Morgan just set the fastest lap of the race was just set by Jacob Morgan, 23.85, as he tries to reel in 5th place Kirk Marble.
Attaboy. Hopefully you don't wear down his tires too quick though.
At 34 laps left to go, these guys have to be careful of the tire wear. It could be a very rough end if they overdrive the car at all, trying to hold on to a position.
That is correct.
Austin Hakes sitting back in 4th has now closed the gap on Jeremy Edwards. Hakes has much fresher tires than Edwards, about 14 laps. Edwards has had a great recovery tonight, but I don't think he can hold off the 2 cars. Closing in on him now as Austin Hakes now goes to 3rd. Kirk Marble back in 5th, also closing the gap very, very quickly on Edwards. He also has 15 lap fresher tires, and Jacob Morgan has really closed in.
Pit road.
Oh, Goodpaster is on pit road. That is unexpected. Harold Rothery also on pit road. Rothery has had quite a comeback after the start of his race. Does look like he has gotten that car fully repaired.
It does appear that Morgan is running down Marble and Edwards quite a bit.
Yeah, he is. Jacob is sending it. And wow, they are about to have a battle ahead of him as Marble looks to the high side on Edwards, and Jacob is there. Morgan gets a big run out of turn 2. And he gets a big send into turn 3, holds it, and takes 5th place coming out of turn 4. Jeremy Root, meanwhile, has extended his lead over Clay Kirchenbauer to 3.5 seconds. Austin Hakes in 3rd is closing in on Clay. He does have about 8 lap fresher tires. Same with Kirk Marble, who is just 1 second behind Hakes, and Jacob Morgan about a half second behind Marble. While Root is, for the moment, the fastest car on track.
Tell you, Morgan's flirting with that apron, and that can be dangerous.
Well, he is doing everything he can here to make something happen. And I think that we may see Hakes, Marble, and Morgan potentially run down. They will definitely run down Clay Kirchenbauer, but could they potentially run down Jeremy Root here tonight?
I don't think anybody's got anything for Root.
Harold Rothery now back in 14th. He is on 4 fresh tires and is closing the gap on Goodpaster. He is going to come around Root and reclaim one of his laps here. Colby Whipple still holds on to 7th. Richie Joplin back in 8th. Richie has not been able to make up much ground here tonight.
Yeah, I still feel terrible about that. I'll have to go back and watch the replay of that.
Yeah, that was, I wasn't willing to do the in-car replay of that incident just because it could make a lot of people sick.
Yeah.
It was definitely a wild one.
It was bad enough to where it could trigger a seizure from my mom.
I can completely understand that. By the way, Clay Kirchenbauer in second has his hands full. Austin Hakes is there. Kirk Marble is close. And Jacob Morgan is also closing in.
Yeah, Whipple's closing in on Edwards right now, going low.
Whipple looks to the inside on Jeremy Edwards. Big run out of turn 2. Jeremy still holds on to 7th. But Whipple now up. Ooh, Whipple gets a little bit of the wall. Whipple up to 6th. Meanwhile, Jacob Morgan all over the back bumper of Kirk Marble. Austin Hakes still trying to find a way around Clay. He gets the nose in into turn 3, but that high line has the momentum off the turn. But it doesn't look like the momentum will outdo the fresh rubber. Hakes now to 2nd. Kirk Marble back in 4th, about 0.6 of a second behind 3rd place Clay Kirchenbauer. Clay was one of the drivers we talked about prior to this. He's got a win here, and he is always super fast around these kind of tracks that eat the tires up. He's very good at conserving the car. Tonight has just not gone his way.
And I tell you, I don't know how the man does it. He does have talents. What some people like him, some people don't. But that man can drive. And I know what setup he's running right now, and I'm not sure exactly how he does it. It just blows my mind.
Grip it and rip it. That may be the only way. Hey, good evening, Chevy Roblox. Jeremy Root out front now by 5.8 seconds over Austin Hakes. Hakes is closing in, but very, very slowly by hundredths of a second.
We got Marble coming up on Kirchenbauer.
The question is, Clay has got, whoa! Clay is sending it off of turn 2, gets a huge run.
Yeah, he gains in 1 and 2, and he loses in 3 and 4.
That has definitely been the case. Does he gain enough to hold Kirk Marble off for another 18 laps, though? Especially with the difference in tires of 9-lap fresher tires that Kirk Marble has.
Well, I think it's going to come down to Hakes when they catch him, if they catch him.
Hey, good evening, Russell.
Hey, Russell. Oh,
Jacob Morgan is still all over Marble's back bumper. Clay has put a little bit of breathing room between him and Marble for the moment. Whipple in 6th is starting to gain on Jacob Morgan, but he's 3.9 seconds back. And we're coming to 15 laps to go. Jeremy Root's lead still holds at about 5.8 seconds.
Yeah, unless something catastrophic happens, I don't think nobody's going to catch him.
Now, however, if we see a late race caution come out, everybody goes out on fresh tires. Could somebody like Clay get around him? Or could Austin stay with him and get a run?
I don't think so. I think tonight Root's class of the field. Clay may have a chance on the outside, but again, I just think Root's the class of the field.
That is definitely a common story with Root. He has raced in the iRacing Road to Pro in the past. He even had the Iceman as his spotter for some of that and was up there and competitive week in and week out. So, you know, he is one of the best on iRacing.
Oh, he shows it every week. He's helped a lot of us guys out here on the track as well.
I have heard that Root is great to work with and a great teacher. As Jacob Morgan is now right there with Clay Kirchenbauer and Kirk Marble. Marble has been unable to find a way around Clay, but if Morgan gets by, could he potentially find a way past Clay?
Anything's possible.
Hey, Jacob Morgan has raced with Clay a lot longer than Marble has. He knows how Clay drives. He might have the best chance of getting Clay out of position and finding a way by.
That is a good possibility. Hopefully these guys have a good battle. They run each other down and don't wreck each other.
It is getting sketchy out there. They've been out for, in some cases, over 40 laps on these tires. With 10 laps to go, the car's really starting to lose.
Marble's going outside. Nope.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Marble's trying to get up under his spoiler. They have the short spoilers here. He tries to get up under there and possibly take the air off, loosen up Clay. I don't think loosening Clay up helps anybody but Clay.
That's a very accurate statement. And I notice every time he gets up to his bumper, Marble gets a little loose himself. So
yeah. Also, Blakey Poo Snickerdoodle Boo Boo wants to know who the other person in the booth is. You know who it is, Blakey Poo. Kirk Marble just keeps trying. He gets underneath Clay's back bumper, but it's only helping Clay keep him behind there. Kirk's going to have to get a run to the high side, force Clay to the bottom. Maybe not. Clay kisses the wall. And there it is. Kirk was squirrely out of 2. Holds on to it, takes 3rd. Clay now to 4th, has to worry about Jacob Morgan.
Question, was Morgan back saving tires, just waiting to see what was happening with these two?
It is very, very likely. I've noticed over the years Morgan has become a little bit more conservative driver, learning to conserve the car, conserve the tires a lot better, and it has definitely paid off. Jeremy Root, meanwhile, back through one.
Problems with Marble. Looks like he got the wall.
And now Jacob Morgan is passed, trying to attack on Clay Kirchenbauer. Marble back to 5th. Clay reclaims 3rd. And 5 laps to go for Jeremy Root. He has a 6.5 second lead. He has continued to pull away. Newbie, I'll let him know. Newbie said to swallow the peanut butter. Clay Kirchenbauer now back to third. Jacob Morgan in fourth. Kirk Marble, all that work lost. Will he be able to get back by? I don't think Jacob or Clay is going to make it easy on him this time. And Jacob has the same level of tires as does Kirk. Jeremy Root, meanwhile, that little incident back behind had no effect on him, but or Austin Hakes, but it did extend his lead to 7 seconds. Robert Winger did predict Jeremy Root winning this one tonight, and here he comes, 2 to go. This has been a very quiet race with only 2 cautions.
Yeah, I'm proud of these guys, man. A couple seasons ago, this would never have happened. So we made a few changes, and these guys are putting on a hell of a show.
Hey,
Race in and race out now, so.
They definitely are, as Jeremy Root comes out of turn 4, white flag in the air. One more time around, a 7.1 second lead. He can cruise it to the end. Down the back straightaway called Thunder Valley into turn 3 and 4. And out of turn 4, checkered flag waves. Jeremy Root pulls off the win at the Rock. Austin Hakes comes across the line in second. And whoa, it's going to be a battle for third. Clay Kirchenbauer gets it at the line. That was very, very close for those 3. Take a look at this last lap as Kirk Marble gets the run on Jacob Morgan. Gets to the high side, goes off into 1 and 2. Wide up by the wall, but gets that big run. Looks like he used the Clay Kirchenbauer line, hits the wall, still keeps his foot in it. Through 3 and 4, a big, big run gets right to Clay's bumper as they get the white flag. Then back into 1 and 2. Clay right up by the wall. Kirk staying right in his tire tracks, but the fresher tires on the 16 car. Down into 3 and 4. Clay gets the wall in 3 and 4. Comes down, tries to shut the door. One more time around, and Clay up to the high side. Kirk finally looks underneath. Run down the back straightaway. Clay sends it into 3. Kirk sends it into 3. Kirk has the nose ahead out of turn 4. They almost touch, but Clay has the momentum to take third. Wow.
Wow.
Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Clay Kirchenbauer. Clay, that was a close third place finish, buddy.
Hey, Doug, I'm Matter in the Hornet. How are you?
Good. A close third place finish there, bud.
Yeah, this place owes me a couple. We had that Gen 6 race here, and I dominated that one and got bit by a yellow late and ran second to Pudge that day. And then had some tire strategy today, and second week in a row, the yellow comes out within a lap of me pitting, and so I was not really able to recover. And so I don't know if I would have had anything for Root, but I did most of the race, and so that was frustrating that we at least didn't get to race it out.
Yeah, you still had a heck of a recovery after that caution, so you did a good job there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but I kind of feel like checkers are records this year, and third place.
Yeah,
but I'll take it. I'll take a good third place finish. Good to talk.
Yeah, you put on a good show, brother.
Well, great job, Clay. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, Doug. Great job tonight.
Clay comes home in third. Austin Hakes comes home in second. Now I gotta figure out which one Austin Hakes is. Hey, Austin, it's Doug. You got me? Yeah, I recall he has issues with his audio. Oh, wait a minute. Here we are.
There we are.
Hey, Austin, it's Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
Hey, man. Good job tonight. A great second place finish. You couldn't run down Jeremy, but you kept everybody behind you and kept opening up that gap.
Yeah, Jeremy was he was fast. There's no catching him. But after pit stops, I mean, it took me like 100 laps to figure out how to drive. So after pit stops, having that green flag run was pretty nice. And then Kirk had some issues in front of me right out of the pit stops as well. So he was also fast. So yeah, it was a pretty good race. Enjoyed the green flag runs. It always makes it way better when you can run.
Are you going to be able to repeat the performance at Motega?
I'm hoping so. This is my second place finish in a row, so
Nice.
I'd like to be able to gain the extra spot and get a win, but you know, it's tough. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, you did a good job tonight, brother. Good
Thank
show.
you, I appreciate it.
Great job, buddy. And finally, our winner, Jeremy Root. Jeremy, it just seemed like you were untouchable most of the night.
Yeah, early on in the run, early on in the race, I was just kind of trying to see what I can save to be fast at the end. And that long green flag run we had the last 125 laps or so that it went green helped a lot. And then everybody pitting, I was able to get out front and just kind of walk away.
It definitely paid off. You definitely had the pit strategy nailed tonight as well to come out off pit road in the lead with a gap and then continue to be fast throughout that final run.
Oh yeah, it was definitely fun. Definitely a fast car tonight. Crew did a hell of a job getting me on and off pit road like I needed to put me out front.
Oh man, another win, a great finish. Obviously a big points night as well. You'll continue to move up the points.
Yeah, hopefully we'll work our way to the top spot. That's all that matters to me. And now we have 3 different winners so far this season and 3 races, so it's gonna get interesting.
Are you going to be able to pull a repeat at Motega?
It's very, very possible. I've ran quite a few laps there.
Okay.
That Motegi is going to be interesting for sure.
That track is very weird if you don't understand how it runs.
It definitely is. It is a difficult track, and looking forward to seeing how everybody does there next week, man. Congratulations. A great win, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Congratulations. Good show, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the end of that one, and Ryan, your crew's going to be busy this week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're still trying to find parts.
I think there's a few up in the stands after that one.
Well, hopefully they didn't touch anybody.
Hopefully not. Great job by all the drivers. Jeremy Root pulls off the win. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 7 Eastern, Home Motorsports. You don't want to miss that. And we will see you tomorrow afternoon. We'll have something to entertain you while you're at work. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night, guys.